So today we're gonna go through how to do the stress test or the test of viruses and parasites, and how to measure the substances or drugs or any, it doesn't matter, some pills, to these themes. So we will start doing measurement on Jan as always. How to go to the So we have to do the measurement anyway from the beginning.
I will share. I'm not here.
Почему никогда не? Jan.
И теперь делай share. Он должен посмотреть.
Now you're gonna check first.
Но они же ничего не видят сейчас. Я посмотрю, что там.
We have to prepare.
Камера видна. Ну вот это все, это не видно.
So we're gonna test now how to share here.
Here. Share. This one is start.
Yeah. So it's testing right now the technogenic space around, and as always, we prepare this Womo balls. So this much you can see. Yeah, and the red electrode goes to left hand to the point MC7. Here, the black electrode to right, and then how can I see? Where I see myself again?
This one. Yeah, start.
So, yeah, now we have to do the differential diagnosis, the usual one. Start Monicor. It will be going for almost 2 minutes now. Then directly we can do the differential diagnosis, because if we will do the parasites or the stress test, so basically we can get some viruses or something we can correct directly. So after corrections, it's not good to do the testing of preparates, so or drugs or something. So first we do all measurements, and then we will do the correction.
Victoria, can I ask a question? Yeah. As far as fungal infections, what would that come under? Or do you have the capability to detect those? Like for a nail fungus?
A fungus, yeah? Or what you
nail
mean?
Fungus? So it's a fungal
nail fungus. I don't think it's like there is a fungus and mold that is in the list. But
would that be your bacteria?
It is on the funguses.
There's funguses in the...
Yeah, we will go now there.
Okay, thank you.
So we will do the measurement. And
10 seconds left.
Now it's done. So as usual, it will show us all this diagram with meridians, all the resources, but we don't need it right now. We go back to measure the preparates. So preparation, selecting the preparation. We check this one. Then we have to select how much drugs we're gonna test. For example, I prepared 3. Then I set here the number.
Shouldn't
1, 2, 3. No, first all measure. Yeah, we choose 3 preparates. Here, what we do now. So normally this is the connection, but we turning the connection to the other side of the hand. So this one.
We can't see you very well.
You cannot see it. You,
Okay.
You're small.
We will share now.
Here, new share. Wait. No. This one.
We're too small. Still, we are small.
Yes, you're still small.
Still small.
But can you see us?
I can see you, but you're really small and it's hard to see where you connect.
Okay, 1 second. We will stop. No, we cannot stop.
Oh.
No. What you pressed on everything here. Share. Oh.
Strange. Not this.
Maybe stop sharing and you share. Stop share. So
Here you go.
we big ones now.
Yeah, you're big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, look. So we turn these ones from this side that we was measuring to another one. So you just change the electrodes from front to back of the hand.
Okay.
And if you
there's a Victoria, there's a picture of I think the foot.
You can see the foot now.
You wouldn't use that on the other screen.
But this picture, it's like already, because we tested him, so it already choose this best point of correction. So when we will do the correction, we will use that point then later when we will start the Monicor treatment.
Okay, so this is where your supplement. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Then we'll go
share again.
Again back.
This one. Yeah,
so
use the foot.
now we go to this like 3 drugs. First we do the just start Monicor. So here you're gonna see on the screen how you should apply this electrode. So this is like describes everything. So it even says that you have to use this side of hand. And you press OK. It will measure him again. And then it should say this like place the number 1. And number 1 we will take foliesyra B9. Then some kind of boswellia. It's anti-inflammation preparate. And thorn Permaclear, it's to clean the stomach. So we will choose these 3 drugs or preparates. Now it's testing him from the beginning, and then we will use this this one that everybody have in this place. So here we will put it. So here you see it says place the test product in aluminum cup. So we place the first full sera here and press yes. I can't press, so you have to sit.
Yeah, I'm sitting still now.
Yeah. Now it's testing the preparate number 1. So you usually just write down them in the numbers. So the first one, the second, the third, the fourth, up to 5 in the time.
Записывайте.
Да, как видео. Видишь?
Это видео просто.
So remove the sample. So we take this one back and put the other one. And again, I cannot see here. And press yes. So it's testing the number 2 supplement or whatever. So this is anti-inflammation pill.
Down.
Also
Yes.
push weight.
Выключить.
So, and now we put the third one. So as it was like first you just doing the normal check, and then it should say to you the place the first one, then place the second one, then place the third one. So you do all that it says in the instructions, they say everything. So you don't have to think much actually, so it will show everything. And for testing of this preparates, so you use the same electrodes that you do the differential diagnosis, the same you test the drugs also. But on the other side, so not here, not MC7, but here on the other side of the palm. So now it's done, and here it says the process is finished. Here, up here, you see the first measurement show it's his normal condition, yeah? And here is this like 3 preparates that we were testing. The first one, full sera, it was the B9 vitamin. It shows the green round, so it's number 6. So basically it goes up the one stage upper. So it is, you can say, very good for him. But the second one, you see, it went to the number 4 because it's blinking yellow. Blinking yellow, it's number 4. So this one he don't need. And number 3 stays as he was. So basically it's okay to take, but it's like if you have to choose from those 3. So I should recommend him the first one. So that is blinking with the green color. Sometimes.
All right, Victoria, excuse me, but I'm not seeing the full screen. I don't see anything blinking. All I see are the columns, start 1, 2, 3, and part of analysis.
Okay.
Word analysis.
And now, if you can, wait. Now, can you see now?
No. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, there we go. Yes.
Yeah. So you see this one, that's the big one. It's what you call this his resources right now. Yeah. This one, the first drug, the second, the third that we put on this like metal plate. So the first is became green, so it means that it's went up. So the body needs this one. Second, the body doesn't need, and third is like neutral. Also, you can go through all this heart, for example, oxygen in blood, what reacted more. So if you want specifically for some kind of organ to find the right treatment. So for example, if you have problems with the heart, you see, this one too, first and second was doing pretty good. The third one activated too much, so probably it doesn't, so it's not so good. And that's how you just checking how it goes to any of the organs, for example. But usually you just look through if it goes up in the numbers or down. So the body needs the preparate or doesn't. Yeah, sometimes it went really, really low, and it's like sometimes you see it's impressive how it works. So basically that's it. That is really easy to do. Questions? No. So we can go then and check the stress. Now we checked the preparate or the substances. Now we can go back to our results and mark this time of measurement and start the stress burden test.
Can you try share, new share?
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't need to or
just
one more time. So we do this run expert system or stress burden test. We press on it. Here, if you were asking about the fungus, you go to mycosis. Here you see fungus and mold, or just fungus. See?
I didn't notice that on my program. I'll have to look again.
Okay, so that's why before in the first programs it was all together. Now it's shared to these bacteria, viruses, or viruses, or worms, or mycosis. So you can choose something from there. So now we will, for example, take this fungus and mold. We can take up to 10 bacteria or viruses. Yeah. We can take some Bartonella, Bordetella, or some virus, for example, Epstein-Barr, very popular virus. Yeah. Now, what we do, we put this. I'll share a little bit more. You share. Okay, how can we do us more?
Click basic. No, advanced. No. Okay, click on here. Maybe. Stop sharing. Yeah. Stop share.
Yeah.
And now.
Now you can see us big ones.
Yes.
Yeah. So we put this one that we were doing tests of from the beginning to back on this place that it was. Well, while you do the differential diagnosis. So then you connect those electrodes to the headphone output, and the red electrode, the red one from this electrodes, it goes to it's like MC7, MC6, or MC5 points here. So you put this one here on MC6, and the electrode, the black one, go to MC5. Everything go to left hand. So here is one electrode, here's 3. On the right hand, 1 with black one. On the left hand, this one that it was before, the red one, then red one, then black one. And you can sit down.
Thank you.
And then we will do.
And those last 2 are hooked up to the computer, to the sound, the headphone jack, correct? Those last 2?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
We cannot hear you. Unmute.
Can you hear us now?
We cannot.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like now we do the test. Start. So here everything says anyway. So where to put, how to put it on the left hand, and do the measurement. So now it's checking every possible Bartonella virus or bacteria's frequency. Меня слышно, если это подключено?
Не, он же встроенный, нас слышно. Спроси. На камеру со своим микрофоном, понимаешь, поэтому. Не вижу эту строчку, рекординг.
Следующий раз. Вот оно. Записывается все. Видишь,
Точно, извиняюсь.
So it is finished. So we mark this day, and here we can see this 4 whatever parasites or viruses. So you can see Bartonella, it's all this low risk of represents. So everything that goes up to 50%, you cannot treat. So it is not possible to do the correction. If it would be something with this risk of presence about 65 or 80%, so it should be other color. So then we can do the correction. Otherwise, right now it's nothing to correct. Everything is controlled by immune system. Often it's happening if the patient is have been sick for a long time, or his immune system is really working hard. You can see everything red here. So you cannot do any measurement because the body already is compensating itself much. Or sometimes everything is green. So the body is really relaxed, and it should be like little bit stimulated because it's relaxed and it's easy taking viruses and bacteria in the body. So there is two, you can see differences sometimes. But if you will see everything red or everything green, basically it's the problems with the immune system, or it's too much working, or it's not enough working at all. So as I recommend, it's better to do the treatment with the Monicor few times and then check again the stress burden test, because then you can see the normal reactions of the body. But here we can see that nothing is on, so we cannot correct. But usually if there is some correction, so you press the correction and then it goes the same way, then you like writing down the frequencies to, or do the treatment as usual. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Victoria, again. So there's no correction to be done here,
No.
but when he had the original measurements done, if there was a correction there, would you go back to that and do the general correction?
It's like usually if I got something, for example, few green stuff, I can show you how it can. Then you go, for example, if you go back to
Yeah, okay.
if you
want to open another patient here?
No, I want to open you. Yeah, you go back and correction symptomology. Oh my God. So here, for example, it will cold hands. We choose this one, correction. Just think that we have something to correct, and it will show us the same picture like here. If it says here 20 minutes of corrections of the viruses, so it's pretty okay to sit 20 minutes for the patient. If it will be 200 minutes, so you do usual change shim, then compression, it will compress to lower part, and then you do this magnetic stripes in recording. Yeah. So you're just working through the recording of this frequencies in a shorter time. Understand?
Yes, thank you.
So it will be the same picture. So you do the same thing that you're doing with this symptom treatment. But some people prefer, they don't want to do, for example, they just want to do that if they got some viruses or bacteria, so they just want this one correction. But it's like really, really good working with this magnetic stripes also. We have been testing it a lot of times, so it's working perfectly. So, yeah, any more questions about this theme? Or other questions? No, no. If it's nothing to show more, then we will next time meet and do some other short also video and explanation. So please prepare some questions and we will answer for them.
All right, I do have another question. So you've got your table of contents and you checked off cold hands. How do you check all of those? This is all of the corrections that need to be done on Jan, is that correct?
You mean
under the table of contents, are those all things that need to be corrected for him?
No, it's actually for that one that we got. No, the cold hands. This what you choose for this one. I just showed you you can choose the symptom here. It's you just choosing here the symptom. You also can do corrections only with these ones.
Okay, so how do you do like a general correction though? You don't have
correction now when we've done all the tests. So we go back to examinations. Okay. So here is his pancreas meridian best point. So you put the the normal, this one electrodes that we were doing all the tests, the purpose and differential tests. And you put the left, because it's sinistra, SD sinistra, it's left side. So we put this electrode, we take it off, the red one, that it goes to this meridian. We put it on this
sticky electrode.
yeah, some electrode, or somehow, I don't know, people sometimes use also this crocodiles. And the black electrode go to the right hand. And you just choose here like 30 minutes within every 6 minutes checking, and start Monicor. That's it.
Okay, so you take the other 2 electrodes off the left hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
the stress test, it's only this for stress test measurement. So they only use this while it's doing measurement. Or if you do the treatment, you also do the treatment of this point with this red electrode. So you do the treatment of the, if we, for example, will got some green colors, and we will do this test, the correction. So we will use this one that was in the middle, this one, and put it on this point that is shows here.
All right, now I'm confused. So you're not using the red electrode that was on the M7 on the left wrist on the foot now. You're using
it's stays for the correction or correction of the viruses and bacteria. You took this one from the middle.
Okay.
The ones that you do the usual test stays, and you take this one from MC6 and put on the point. So, and do corrections through this MC6, the parasites electrode.
And that's still hooked up to the computer, to the headphone jack.
It's still hooked up. If you do the recording, so you don't have to be connected.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I have it. Thank you.
Victoria, this is Maura. So when you use the electrode, you always take it off the left hand and leave the right hand connected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For all corrections.
When the parasites, yeah, it is.
Only on the parasites. What about in this instance here, like with the pancreas meridian, just for normal correction?
Normal correction, you took, if it's sinistra, you took from the left hand. If it's dextra, it's the right, you took from the right hand.
Oh, so how do we say that again? So S is for?
S, it's sinistra, it's left.
Okay, so in this case, you will take the left electrode,
yeah,
and put it here and keep the right electrode on the hand.
Yeah,
the right.
So usual, it's like usual Monicor treatment. It's from this one's from MC7 you take.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's from the left. But when it's parasites, so it's always the red one that it's MC6.
So for parasites, it's always the red one.
Yeah.
And where do you see that it's parasite?
What?
Where do you see that it's parasites?
She's saying for the stress test.
When we were doing the test,
for the stress
burden test, yeah, we were connecting these 3 electrodes here. Remember?
Right.
Yes. Okay. And can you go back? Okay.
Where shall I go?
No, it's okay. Show her this one, and I'll ask you in a second.
I'll just, the results we will got here, that we got, yeah? We do the correction. When we do the correction, we're sitting with all these electrodes, yeah? And then when we press on the correction, we cannot do it now because it's nothing to correct, but it will show this point where you have to put this electrode from the middle on that point.
So do you leave every other single clamp on except for the electrode? So you leave all the clamps on?
Yeah.
And you just take the red one off?
Yeah, that's one from the middle.
From the middle? From the left hand, always?
Yeah. That is only 2 parasites. But the usual treatment of Monicor, it's like if it's left or right, so you take from left or right hand.
and you leave the other one attached. Can you go back to the corrections page again?
You mean the stress test, yeah?
No, go back one more now, the one before this.
This one?
Yes. Now on this one, so we do, for the differential diagnosis, we do that for the testing, but when we're doing corrections, we just always check total time. How do we know how many stages? What do we put in here? Stages and
the thing is, you should see it doesn't matter how much. You can do the stages every second minute. It can check you, but it's done for you to see how the organ reacts on the treatment. So,
and then the correction time is just it's on 10 seconds normally on 10s, or is it, do we choose 20, 30, 60?
Yeah, here you don't touch anything, so it's like 10 seconds correction time.
Because a minute ago it was on 30, so I just
no 10 it should be 10. The correction should be marked. Do not touch. It's like from the beginning it's installed already. And
so you okay, and then you press, and then you go start Monicor, or you press expert.
If you after you've done this correction, expert, so you can see the different measurement.
Say that again. Expert is just to see the different measurement, and start Monicor does the corrections.
Yeah, and when you choose the time, like 30 minutes, you choose like every 7 minutes, for example, to got 3 measurements to look how organs react.
Okay, so the correction time that you choose is either 10, 20, 30, or 60, and because it's now gone to 30, because you put 30 in.
It's minutes here, because if I'll put 10, so it goes, so it's a little bit, how you say?
Not even.
Yeah, so it's just about the time. Also, it changed when we changed the time.
Yes.
So it's doing automatically. So don't touch it. It's like it will change by itself.
Fine, that's what I was wondering. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And with the stress test, Viktoria, so you now imagine that they were green, they were dark green or light green, and you did a correction this time round. Then when would you next check?
It's basically if I usually after the correction of parasites, I do a normal correction, the Monicor correction. But it's if you when the person comes back next time, I usually take the same ones that was green and check if they are gone or it needed to be done again.
Okay, and if they're green, how long generally does it take for them to fix? What's the average?
Sometimes it's like from one treatment, it's like disappearing and never come back. And sometimes it takes time.
Okay, and if you checked, let's say you can check 10 at a time, is that correct?
Yeah.
So once you check those same 10 again. Let's say 5 of them are okay. You can't add in another 5 to check because all it'll do is 10 at one time. Is that correct?
Yeah, I choose this one that is still green ones or something, and choose the another ones extra. I mean, choose this 5 more.
But if you've checked 10 and 5 of them are okay, can you then check another 5 so you can do correction of 10? Or once you've chosen your 5, you're not allowed, you can't. Let's say you had somebody and they came in and you checked 10 and all 10 were actually, like you've done Jan now, let's say all of those were 10 and all of them were red, yellow and pink.
So it's good, we don't touch them, we cannot do anything with them.
Can you do another 10 though?
No, it's like, because the points, we do too much pressure on the points. The points are getting tired, so it will show not right stuff.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So you can't choose another 10, even though you haven't, there was nothing wrong.
Yeah, so it's better not to. So it's better to wait 24 hours, so the points will, relax back.
And in this screen here, can you put anything in here that you like? Can you, I mean, Can you just type anything in here to find out? Let's
So here it's symptom. So you press here to press here like depression.
Okay.
And search. And here gonna come all this depression on the right side. If you press here, so on the right side, depression here. You can choose which kind of or something you use, like suit to you.
So how do you choose then? What do? You go.
You know, it's I usually don't search like this. I usually search through normal. I go through this list. This one. It's more complex.
Okay, so the autoimmune thyroiditis, for example, go up. Is that Hashimoto's?
Yeah.
That is Hashimoto's. Okay. So let's see, because I've got Hashimoto's, so I would check on that.
Yeah, check on that and go to correction.
And then correction, and that's it.
You can do the direct correction to put these electrodes or to write down this magnetic stripes. So you change the shim, compress, and load this magnetic stripes.
And what's the color therapy and what's all that?
Color therapy, it's just the color that is like choosing the colors that is special for you. It's I don't know how they choose, but basically you just sitting and watching and listening to the music. But my clients, they like to lay down just and sleep.
Okay, so you don't often use the color therapy. You don't often use that.
If it's somebody just want to do 15 minutes, so probably it doesn't need to be laying down. But when it's so it's you know, pretty, people get really tired. So I put the color therapy. I leave the music, and they're relaxing to the music. So
you
it's not application. So it's just the extra that you can do.
And you can do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
But only if you're not compressing.
Yeah, here it's like when you do the color therapy. It's here. It's you go here and start Monicor. We cannot do it now, but you press color therapy and start. So you go.
Okay.
Yeah, but we cannot do it now because it's not connected.
Not connected.
Okay.
Stop.
So. Yeah. A little bit understand everything. What do you want us to show you next time? If it's needed.
Have we done substances?
Yes, already.
We did. Okay, so I came in late. Sorry.
You can look recorded
We
video.
recorded this.
I will, of course. Yes, thank you.
But write us down or write to us if you need some more information. We will definitely come up and show you everything if you need it.
Just write an email what you want us to show you.
Fantastic.
Do that.
Then thank you very much and see you next time.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. You too. Day. Bye.
Bye-bye.